What's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Anastasia. If you are new here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you do not know, I am a LVN and I am currently in school for my BSN. I go to Nightingale College. And you guys, today is January 5th. It's the 5th, right? Yeah, it's January 5th and it is the first day of my last semester. Like, please, let's just give it a round of applause. When I say like I'm ecstatic, you're just not hearing me. I really just wanted to do like an updated video just about how nursing school is going, answer some of the questions I get about Nightingale on my TikTok and on my comments on my YouTube, because I just don't be having the time to really reply a lot. Talk about how Exit HESI was, and that's pretty much it. So, just to start, I guess we will start with Exit HESI. Oh my God, Exit HESI. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, actually. I don't want to say it was too bad because it wasn't that bad, but what I will say is last semester I had BSN 366, which is Concepts in Nursing 5. I don't know. That's the last concepts of nursing before your last semester. That's the one with the Exit HESI. And then I had BSN 435. It's like nursing research or something. When I tell you that class had like 4 or 5 long ass papers about like doing research and finding adequate sources and all that APA 7 in-text citations drives me crazy. Drives me crazy, okay? And then they gave me English 311 and ethics. And I hate GEs. The GE classes is the worst classes because they come with the discussion post every week, reply to 2 peers. It's just excessive. In English, oh my God, you write every week. It's not as terrible as people make it sound, but you write every week. Like, so to get to my point, Exit HESI, I feel like I didn't really have enough time to really study. Like, I feel like I was always busy. Like, I'm trying to get assignments done. Of course, you want to pass your assignments because you want to pass the classes. Like, I'm an AB type of student. I don't really want a C. I will take a C. I took a C in stats. I don't like math. I will take a C if needed, but I like to keep them A and B. So I just didn't really feel like I had enough time to study for my Exit HESI. What I did use was the Mark K lectures, really number 12, where he talks about prioritization. I feel like that one really helped a lot because he was pretty much breaking it down. He's like, this is what you're going to see. He's like, they always give you 4 patients, their age, their gender, a distractor, and basically just like how to prioritize acute based on chronic. He's like, sometimes you get stuck on what symptoms seem worse. And it's not about what symptoms are worse. It's about what symptom just presented. Like, is this a change in condition? So I'd recommend that for anybody doing their Exit HESI. Again, I, not on here, but on my TikTok, I talked about how I passed my farm to HESI, and I used chat, and I just told chat, like, give me a bunch of questions that I would probably see. Give me like similar questions, the select all that apply, the NGNs, the case studies. Like, give me all of them type of questions. Give them to me one by one with rationales, and that I might see on my Exit HESI. I mean, on my farm HESI. And I passed farm HESI with like a good 9 something. Can't remember. So I tried that again for Exit HESI. It's like, give me questions that I might see on my Exit HESI. So that and Mark K, and pretty much just banking on like, I hope I know my shit. Okay. And gladly I did know. I passed my Exit HESI with an 880. I was beating myself up about that 880 because I passed every HESI with like a 9 something. So I just felt like I felt like I let myself down a little bit. Like I felt like I knew I could do better, but I was kind of rushing through my Exit HESI, which I do not recommend. I was rushing through my Exit HESI because just like stuff in my household, like I didn't want my daughter to wake up before my test was over and it get disqualified and people leave it in another house. So that was that. Exit HESI, I would definitely recommend. I would say start studying like week. I'm not one of them people that like start really early because like who really has time for that when you have an outside life too? Like, you gotta work, you gotta manage a household. Like you don't really have time for that. I would say HESI is week 12, 13. I'd say start week. I usually start week 8. I usually start week 8. Um, and then the whole time just study, 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 at least every day. But if you can start just doing like little practice questions here and there, maybe at the beginning of the semester, as the beginning of the semester is really slow. The first 3 weeks. Week 4, they're not playing with you anymore. It's picking up. What else? I did DFC for that class. I went to Oklahoma. It was another skilled nursing, and my professor was really great. I had a great peers in there. Like it was good. Like honestly, I like DFCs. Some people say they don't like Nightingale because they send you anywhere. Honestly, that is one thing I like the most. I take every DFC moment and use it as a vacation, as a reset, as a breath of fresh air. And to me, when you get in that group with your peers and your professor, to me, it just ties everything together. And regardless, like as LVN, there's not much in those skilled nursing facilities that we're doing that I haven't already done. So it's not that much, but really I feel like most of the knowledge comes from the professors. Each time I feel like I've had really knowledgeable professors that have been nurses for a while, and they have a great amount of experience, and they are just they really want to teach. And yeah, I like that. Um, what else, y'all? This is my 6th semester, 6 out of 6. When I say like I have so many different emotions, like I'm like excited because I just feel like I'm about to reach a goal that I've been having for so long. And like it's just been so long. Like oh my god, like I'm just so happy, and I'm also emotional every time I think about it because it's a goal that I've been having for so long and I'm almost there. But not too much on that. This semester I have 5 classes. I have 5 classes. I am in BSN 395, which is like your NCLEX prep and stuff. I seen that we are taking HESI A week 3, so I need to start studying for that. And I have my capstone 485, which everyone says they hate. I didn't really like 355 that much either, so I don't know. We're going to see. And the other ones, I pretty much looked through them to kind of see. I think the biggest thing is probably going to be like hallmarks, which I'm going to start early because 5 classes, 5 hallmarks, no concept maps, no VCBCs. Okay, cool. But 5 hallmarks is great. So I'm going to start early. I am not going to procrastinate this semester. I will not procrastinate. Please say it with me. I will not procrastinate. I will not do it. What else? That's pretty much all I got to say. IP is this semester. I'm hoping. I haven't got any placement yet. I'm hoping that I'll get my placement like in the first half of the semester versus the last because like I said, 5 hallmarks. And once the semester over, I just want it to be over. I just want to like wash my hands with Nightingale. And not like that. I love Nightingale for what they have offered me, and like I haven't really had any real issues with the school, and I know some people do, but I haven't. And I feel like it's what you make it, and you got to find the best out of your situations. And I'm just going to answer some of the questions I see on my YouTube channel and then some on my TikTok, and that's pretty much it. Somebody said, "Will we have to take the license exam if we're in California since Nightingale is based in Utah?" So yes, since Nightingale is based in Utah, if you are in California, like I'm in California, you will take your California NCLEX. And like if somebody is in Texas, they will take their Texas NCLEX. You take it wherever you are, and it meets the requirements for you where you are. Do I have a recommendation for the classes you can test out of? So when you come in as an LVN, you can test out of 246, which is health assessment, and 266, which is med surge. I tested out of med surge. I tried to test out a health assessment. Health assessment to me, I feel like I had been out of school for a while, so I just couldn't, like, I couldn't do it. I got really close, but I couldn't do it with health assessment. When I took the class, I felt like I'm like, you know what, I did need to know this again. And it was really about paying attention, like how to assess. And I think I was answering the questions different at that point in time. I don't think I was in a nursing student mindset at that point. I forgot how to like answer those questions. We're posting. Oh, no problem. I do want to post more because I'm about to graduate and I'm about to be looking for new grad programs, and I am about to try to update my resume. And yeah, like, so that's just a process. Like, I want to just go ahead and document, and like, I want to be helpful to other students if I can be, you know. Is there other students that be at clinicals as well? Yes, it's usually like a group of 8, I want to say, but I think it could be less than that. But yes, somebody says expensive. I feel like I don't know. Because out here in California, the BSN programs are expensive, and my program cost wasn't that much. Granted, I did come in as an LVN, and I came in with some GEs because they didn't accept all of mine from Cal State East Bay, so it's not that expensive to me. But I did hear that it is getting a little more expensive. Okay, my daughter rudely interrupted me. Not rudely, she was nice. Okay, this video gets a whole lot of questions. This is on my TikTok. It's about how I passed my farm. This video got so many like views. I didn't even know it was gonna get that many. It's a lot of questions on here. We're just gonna answer like the most important ones. Oh, let me touch on this right here. Somebody said, do I recommend studying Quizlets for HESIs? I don't. I do not recommend studying Quizlets for HESIs. I think, and I'm not judging nobody, I feel like that's you just looking for answers. That's not teaching you how to study. That's not teaching you how to actually really understand these questions. I feel like study something that's going to ask you a question and give you the rationale to why it's right or wrong when you answer it. So that's that is my take on that. How do I do notes? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big note taker. I will use chat to give me questions for HESI. I will answer them. I'm gonna read the rationales, and then I pretty much go over those rationales like over and over and over and over again until I got them. And then I might tie it all together by watching some YouTube videos where, again, they ask questions and I pause the video. I try to answer the question myself, and then I see what they say and listen to the rationale. That is what I recommend. That's going to help you. Also, somebody said, would you say the EAQ questions are kind of up to par with the HESI questions? Yes, that's one thing I noticed with farm. When I was doing EAQs at first, EAQs are helpful too. I do recommend EAQs. I was doing my EAQ questions first, and then so when I started using ChatGPT, I was doing ChatGPT and EAQs, and I was like comparing and contrasting the questions. Chat was pretty up there. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the questions was similar. That is pretty much it. I hope I could give some more videos, some more advice. If you have questions, ask them. I'm really going to try to post a little bit more since this is my last semester and I'm navigating the transition from nursing student to BSN RN. I'm going to scream every time I say that. Because, like, I'm gagged. I can't believe it. Okay, but yeah, that's it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you.